election in various senatorial districts and federal constituencies across the country. AOB, vote of thanks, adjournment, presentation of NEC communique to the media and global public, closing activities and departure. This is what we have in the agenda for today.
Yes. Those who were local for adoption.
Please, like the BOT chairman has rightly said, we have to put it to voice vote for the adoption of this agenda, and it's within the powers of those lined up this side to vote, give their voice vote. Those in support of that this agenda should be adopted for today's meeting, say aye.
Aye.
Those that can say no. The ayes have it.
Yes. Comrades, the God Almighty is the foundation of everything we are doing here. And as such, we must have opening prayers. There is an omission which is grave. We have to correct it. Please, from the statutory NEC members, can Comrade Deborah lead us in opening prayers, please? Well, since the Almighty God has been invited to be in charge, we will now proceed. The Secretary has read the agenda. May I call for the adoption of the agenda, particularly those who were at the Zoom meeting of NEC where these decisions were taken. So, over to you, High Table. Okay. Secretary.
I so moved that the agenda be adopted.
Seconder. The minute or the agenda is hereby adopted. Therefore, we have to go accordingly. Recognition of NEC members. Sorry, no, we have not introduced. Introducing the NEC members, statutory members. We are laying emphasis on statutory because there is no NEC as at now. Well, as the law of gravity says, we have our own foundation, which is a reflection of the culture which we were all born into. Having prayed to the Almighty God, we will call on one of us to present the cola for prayers. After the breaking of the kola, then we can now go into other activities. You know, kola does not understand English or Chinese. Therefore, I will crave the indulgence of the Deputy Governor to lead us in this cultural breaking of the kola nut. Please. No. Tradition is tradition. Let one young man, Ken, to come and present it to him. This is tradition. Where I come from, Benin, a woman will not serve kola. So I think it goes
the same everywhere.
Everywhere. Thank you, sir. Present to the Deputy Governor. You see what I mean?
Che Amala, Mamman. Edo State, Mamman. Igbo,
Queen.
Alugu,
Queen.
Nigeria,
Queen.
Chineke, praise the Lord.
Hallelujah.
Oja Abiale.
Breaker.
Nde BOT, una floje. Speaker, the floje. Attorney General, the floje. Onye isi ala, onye isi ndị NEC, ọjọ eze na eze n'aka.
You know the thing about kola nuts, that it has its own rules. Whether you like it or not, it's our culture. So he doesn't understand English language. So all the things I'm saying now, he doesn't understand. It understands vernacular.
Yeah.
Be it Igbo, Hausa, Yoruba, whatever you speak. My own language is Igbo, so I'll speak to it in our own language. And then I'll also have the BOT chairman bless it in his own language. Nigeria, Mamano.
Yeah.
N'aha ndị Abia steeti na ndị NEC anabatala m ọjị a. Aga m eji ya nye chairman BOT ka ọ gọziere ya anyị. He will bless the kola nut in his own language. BOT chairman. Ọjị nọ gị n'aka.
Ọba Atọ́pẹ́. Osalubano Rodua. Wọ́n jẹ́ ìmí kẹwàá gbọ̀n. Màá pọ́n mọ́ màá rorò ẹ̀. Ìwé yàtọ̀ sí kòkó. Náà. Please come up. You can see Edo Isiagmo. Benin is the center and gravity of the world. When I was speaking in Benin, somebody of importance came in, which is an indication that we are all great. As I was saying, this is borrowed language. Let me go to the natural language. Osalobo no dua no ye wike wagmo. Makmongo maroro e. Ni buehia ni dosi koko na. Ma dwe ugie newo e party ma ya ma. Newo ya ma. Nu sepa hien ebonari. Manasi koko na ndo hamanwe. Wenu laho. Nuri ase yemi yani matai. Enahia manoe. We need Jesus Christi no nyama. No need to translate.
Yeah.
Because it's like the day of the Pentecost. When one is speaking, all of you are understanding. So that is where we are. So I want to thank all of you. The cola nuts, Ken, or should you bring it? Bring it. I have to put one in my pocket.
Absolutely.
When I get home, I have to tell the ancestors that I went out. And that one is a privilege. The second one, I will use it again to pray. And any forces against us shall be destroyed in Jesus' mighty name.
Amen.
So you take this cola from our own, slice them, pass it around. But because we are generous, all the good observers that have come, they will have a taste. So that the taste of the akara is in the eating. Thank you very much. Break it. Culture, there is similarity. So I think they are near. Thank you. Your Excellency, thank you for guardians. They say where elders are, tiger cannot carry a goat anyhow. So we thank you. Well, going by the agenda, opening remarks. As it were, the chairman of BOT is Comrade SOZ Ejofo. He is unavoidably absent. The reason for being absent is just because of age. His soul is willing, but the body is not responding. That is why he has delegated me to act on his behalf. Going straight to the point, I have been directed by him to express our profound gratitude, appreciation, and solidarity to the Comrade Governor Dr. Alex Ochi, for the purposeful leadership he has provided for each and every one of us, as well as the generality of Labour Party members. Secondly, he equally mandated me to give a brief history of where and how we started. As God will have it, to God be the glory. Those of us who conceptualized and implemented the formation of Labour Party, today we are not out of 5 remaining. Age has kept others. Only 2 of us, myself and the secretary, were the people who conceptualized, starting from IBB, political bureau, where we had Labour Party as one of the parties recommended. IBBs, a little to the left, a little to the right, brought about NROC and SDP. Naturally, we gravitated towards SDP. As the saying goes, all is now history. However, we must give honor to whom honor is due. The then president of the Nigeria Labour Congress, Comrade Pascal Bafiawu, was the engine room in the formation of Labour Party. When the 86 of IBB collapsed, in 89, there was a special convention or NEC meeting of NEC held in Calabar, where we had the likes of late Goodluck, Dr. Fatogun, Bola Ige, Professor Eskotoyo, Olaoni, Madunagu, just to mention a few, that says workers must have the party of their own. It was that propelled us to form another Labour Party. When that collapsed, we equally went to question of forming Party for Social Democracy. That Party for Social Democracy was equally changed at the neck of NEC in Bauchi for it to be renamed Labour Party. And you all will agree with me, since then till now, it has been crisis upon crisis, which time and space will not allow us. But they say nature abhors vacuum. That is why God has provided our amiable governor and the good people of Abia State to have brought our governor to fill the gap. And it is that gap that has brought us here today. So we all must rally behind him, around him, with him, to make sure we continue with the vision and mission of Labour Party as envisaged by founding fathers. Because of the role Pascal Bafiawu played, I will crave your indulgence to have a minute of silence for Pascal Bafiawu for the role he played in establishing Labour Party. May his gentle soul continue to rest in perfect peace. Amen. Today is not for lecture. Other people will speak, and we thank you for the audience you've given to me. God bless you all. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Now we welcome the remarks from the TUC president, every represented by Comrade Match. Solidarity
forever.
2 minutes.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is a pleasure to be here, to be part of this process, to make sure that the Labour Party, the party of the workers, the party of the masses, The party of the downtrodden is revitalized, redirected, and refocused towards providing political alternative for the people of this country in terms of good governance, in terms of transformative governance, as we are currently witnessing in Abia State through our transformational government. We want it to spread across the country. And that is what the Labour Party represents. And that is why this effort is consistently being put in place, despite all odds, despite a lot of distraction, despite a lot of opposition, to ensure that we put everything in place constitutionally, based on the constitution of the Labour Party, to redirect the party towards political contestation. We want Nigeria to change, and to change for better. And if some of us who are familiar with the manifesto of the party, the Labour Party, the party that stands for all, reflection of social democracy, and in the principle of social justice, you know that this is a party that we need now in this country to change the affairs of this country, to redirect economic, politics, and the social affairs of this country towards common good. Recently, we witnessed what happens in Brazil. Lula da Silva hosted BRICS. We want Nigeria to be part of such effort, because the ruling party in Brazil is the Workers' Party of Brazil. And that is why they are transforming economically, politically, and socially. So we want that in Nigeria. That is why our founding fathers, some of them are here. And we give also kudos to Comrade SOZ Ejiofor, the head of service of the trade union, whom leadership bets this party under the presidency of Comrade Adam Oshomole of the Nigerian Labour Congress. And that is the fruit we want today to come to place. We don't want a still bad party again. We want a party that works for all the Nigerian workers and the people of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So, comrades, this is the statutory NEC. We are here to take far-reaching decisions that will redirect the affairs of the party. And Luther continua Victoria Asante. So I bring solidarity for my president, Comrade Festus Osifu, the president of the Trade Union Congress of Nigeria, and all members of the Trade Union Congress of Nigeria. Solidarity. Amanda. Amanda. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I have heard from the #1 citizen of traders in Nigeria, and because even in trade there is labor, it's time to now welcome the Comrade President of the NEC, Comrade Joe Ajay, for his remarks.
Solidarity. I was getting worried when Lawson was talking, because you can't give him less than 2 hours. So, but I had to ask John Boo to tap him. Okay. So, comrades, thank you very much. We are all here for serious business. Lawson has captured the history. I will not go back to it. But this party was formed as Party for Social Democracy, not Labour Party. Because if we are to form it under Labour Party, they will not register it. So that was why we formed it as Party for Social Democracy and later changed the name to Labour Party. So there is still room for another baptism and confirmation. So what is at the center of it is that it is Workers' Party. And to that, I will urge every Nigerian to reach out to the liberal class, the working people, the farmers, traders, and all artisans to own the party that it is their party. That is what is done all over the world. Whether in Britain today that the Labour Party is in government, or my colleague Lula, who was in the Iron and Steel Union before he moved on to run for presidency. This is the duty before all of us. If we do that, we'll leave the rest to history. Let that market woman, let that farmer know that this is his party. And you can see from what happened in 2023, where people that were given form, even free, where Okada riders could move to even National Assembly. This is the only party that has hope for the common people. Yes, the NLC facilitated the party, but none of us from NLC is in the National Assembly. None of us is governor. Governor T was the other side with me, and we were different sides, pushing ourselves when he was in the bank, and we were fighting every day. But you see that there is hope in the Labour Party. And whatever he's doing in Abia is to give dividend of democracy to the people. And that is why we have to be there. None of us here can afford to buy a farm for 100 million. Where are we going to get the money? So this is the party of the common man, the last hope. But don't assume that the forces that be will not try to put obstacles. We don't exist because they recognize that we exist. We exist because we have to exist. Clear. In the struggle all over the world, nobody recognizes you unless you say, here I am. And that is the approach I want us to assume. Even if people come up, jump up and say tomorrow, they are this to Labour Party, they are this to Labour Party. You can allow them to daydream. Anybody that is not with us, that is not working with the working people, that is not working with the labor force, and he says the Labour Party chairman, he's a daydreamer. When the chiefs are down, we say we don't know you. And that's a fact. It doesn't matter, if somebody from anywhere tells him that you are chairman. But on the day of reckoning, we'll come out and we'll ask him, where are you? It is even worrisome when such people are people that were trying to go through our apprenticeship and they jump up to say they know more than their fathers. So we need to work now. I want us to focus on working. World, local government, state, national congresses. If we do that, I'm telling you that we are good to go. Comrades, the NLC that facilitated the formation of this party is still there, and we have not abandoned the party. The NLC at its last neck in Yola agreed that there is need to restructure this party. Immediate need. Restructure it, go into coalition, rebrand, whatever form, that's the mandate given to us for this party to work. So, and any other thing that is not drawn from this consensus, for us to all discuss here and agree on the next step to be taken, is not part of the NLC mandate. Everything has to be discussed within the structures of the party to agree on where we are going. I will come here with the mandate of the NLC and we'll discuss it and see what is best for us and move on. I want to thank everyone here and say that we have the structures, even as Congress, from every family to every village to every ward to every local government. The NLC still believes that we can make it. God bless you all.
Thank you very much, the comrade. Your Excellency, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, if you have been in Nigeria prior to 2023, if you introduce yourself that you're from Abia State, the first response you get from people, oh, I pity you people. How are you faring there? But after 2023, God sent us a helper in the person of His Excellency, Governor. Today, Nigerians want to be like Abia State. Your Excellency is your friend. God bless you. Thank you. Thank
of Abia State, Engineer Ikechukwu Emetu, the Speaker of the 8th Assembly, Abia State, Right Honorable Emmanuel Igoma Emerowa, Distinguished Senator Darlington Mokocha, the President of the NLC, Comrade Ajero, the DOT Chairman, Comrade Sylvester Ejiofor, here represented by another elder statesman, Dr. Shisha, Comrade Usman, members of NEC, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, Honorable Attorney General and Commissioner for Justice, Abia State, Barrister Ikechukwu Uwanna. Let me thank the members of NEC who abandoned everything they should have been doing this beautiful Friday to be here. I want to thank you for your sacrifices. Thank you for your commitment to our party. Interestingly, when a representative of the chairman of the DOT spoke and charged us to stand up for a minute recognition for Comrade Pascal Bafiayu, it reminded me of my relationship with the departed comrade. And I want the president of NLC to listen, because he was alleging that I was on the other side. Little did he know that in 1988, when I graduated from school, I met Comrade Pascal Bafiayu at the Nigerian Labour Congress headquarters there in Yaba, Lagos. Yes. And I was just a youth copper. Haven't finished my the orientation in Ondo State and transferred to Lagos. So I went to see my very good friend, Comrade Esaremu.
Okay.
And, Deputy Speaker, you are here. Welcome, I didn't know you were here. Deputy Speaker, Abia State House of Assembly, Right Honorable Austin Okezie. Thank you and welcome to Abuja. You know, we are all coming from the Far East. So when we see ourselves, we congratulate ourselves for making it to the urban Abuja. So, and then we started a long discussion. The Comrade Bafiayu and myself, we spoke for a very long time. And he insisted that I needed to come and serve in NLC. And actually, he gave me a letter that I should send to NLC. That's after a few days. Because I felt I didn't have anything to do. So every morning I would receive my NLC headquarters, waiting for my redeployment. And he gave me a letter to NYSC to be posted to NLC as a research assistant. But as events will have it, I also got another letter from Citibank That one I sat for the interview and passed it. And the way it went at that time, if you served in Citibank, first of all, you must meet a minimum standard. You must sit for the interview. You must pass it. You must go through the oral. And it was almost certain that after the youth service, you already had a job. And that's what happened. So I turned down NLC to go to Citibank.
where the candle
And that is how I found myself in the bank. But even in the bank, I was protecting the interests of the NLC. Because I saw myself as part of Labour.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I wasn't on the other side. And I have never been. But you know, the way it is that you, just like Baba here told us, you know, the Babangida days, a little to the left, a little to the right. If you want to be on the far left, even Russia has left you. So let me once again state that the reason we are here is to ensure that our party is preserved. And whatever it costs, we must preserve our party. If the likes of Pascal Baffier and most other comrades made sacrifices to put this together, it would be very sad. It would be shameful if we cannot manage what was handed over to us. Yeah. And I would like us to humble ourselves and recognize that we cannot be bigger than the party. That you've set up a party, you've contributed to setting up the party will be bigger than you. And today, NLC started it. But I'm sure that majority of the people in the party today are not just NLC. In fact, they are bigger than NLC. And a good father always prays for his son to be better than him. So anytime you want to see a father competing with his children, he has lost his direction. You want your children to do better than you. So NLC, thank you so much for forming the party. But this party is now bigger than NLC. Yeah. And I'm very grateful that you also came in person. That shows that you are interested in making this party what it should be. So today, it is in the spirit of the Supreme Court judgment that we got on the 4th of April 2025, which handed over the party to party owners and party members, which also recognized and actually admonished the respondents in that matter that they should be humble enough to respect the constitution of the party. And when their tenures were over, they should humbly step down and let the party run. Those were not my words. They were the words of the learned Supreme Court judges. Unfortunately, after that judgment, some people started giving different interpretations that we are not consistent with the spirit and the words of that judgment. At least we all understand English. But as law-abiding people, we thought we should follow the process. And today what we are here to do is to formally start the process of getting a new leadership for this party. And it's going to be done in an organized and structured manner, starting from the wards, through the local governments, to the states, to the zones, and ending with the National Convention. That is a structured process. If you want to build a house, and it's a 3-story building, you don't start from the 3rd floor. You have to build the foundation, isn't it? That is how it is. So we have to build the foundation. Now, it is impossible for the surviving members of NEC, like you have been told, and there are only 9 of us, the statutory members, since the tenure of the last National Working Committee had since expired, as recognized by the Supreme Court. So, because all of us cannot jump into the fray, neither would it be the 9 statutory members of NEC that are seated here. So, the powers conferred on us gives us authority to set up an interim National Working Committee and that interim National Working Committee would have just a single job: manage this party until the convention, when a new leadership will emerge. A corollary to that single job is also to ensure the structured and orderly institutionalization of the leadership of the party from the ward level to that convention. So that's why we are here. And it gives me great pleasure to call our attention to our intervention on the 4th of September last year, 2024, where we all sat, including every member of NEC here, and then an enlarged stakeholders forum, including the former presidential candidate and his deputy, all the senators, all the House of Representative members, and all the House of Assembly members elected on the platform of the party. We all gathered in Umuahia and set up a National Caretaker Committee. Shortly after, the former chairman of the party, Barrister Julius Abure, went to court and got a judgment proclaiming him as the substantive chairman of the party. As law-abiding citizens, we asked the National Caretaker Committee to take a back seat while we prosecuted the matter in court. In fact, as a matter of fact, the National Caretaker Committee was successfully joined in the matter before the Federal High Court. When that judgment was given, not being satisfied, the National Caretaker Committee now proceeded on appeal. And the appeal went against them. They now went to Supreme Court. And then the Supreme Court gave the judgment that I have just paraphrased. So, having gotten that judgment, we went straight to INEC, lodged the judgment with them, and asked for the recognition of the appellants, the Senators Valentin Mokocha and Esther Nenadi Usman, National Secretary and National Chairman, respectively. If you remember, because they were the appellants and the Supreme Court agreed with them, the last sentence on page 48 of that judgment says appeal succeeds.
Meritorious.
Because it was meritorious. That's the last sentence. So their appellants were, I've told you, Senator Darlington Mokocha and Esther Nenadi. But having got that judgment, we also wanted to follow process. So having informed INEC, we also noted that there were some things that were already on with the former national chairman of the party, including the Anambra governorship election, whose primaries were going to come up less than 1 week after that judgment. And we thought it was appropriate for us to let the process continue instead of getting into an argument that may make us not have a candidate for the party. So if you noticed, we allowed the primaries to go on. And that is why our leader was also there in the flag off of the campaign started in Anambra. But that's a story for another day. So distinguished ladies and gentlemen, let me thank all of you for coming and believe that we will be successful in whatever we have come here to do. There are a few issues. One of them is actually the next item on the agenda. And with the permission of the BOT chairman, I would call for us to go into that next item now, which is the inauguration of the Interim National Working Committee. Once we do that, then we'll go into the next, which is also very important, and that is the approval of schedule of world congresses, state congresses, zonal congresses, and national convention. And of course, constitution of statutory committees for membership revalidation and new members registration. I think this item number 12 should be left to the Interim National Working Committee to advise us. Mr. Chairman, I hope you know that. So would you want to take this number 10 now?
Yes.
Okay, sir. So once again, thank you so much. And my prayer is that by the time you leave here, that God will take you back to your destination safely. God bless you.
A standing ovation, please. Thank you very, very much. Today, the Comrade Governor has confirmed the Comrade Governor has confirmed the argument that have been going on between me and Comrade Salisu, who says, you should know the governor now. He used to come to NEC. He goes to the office of ISA. I say, I can't remember. He said, no. So today you have confirmed it. Because I always argue with him. However, most of the NANS people, NEC was there. Yeah. When some of them don't even have money for hotel, they sleep in our offices. So we are used to all of them. So today you've confirmed it. I will be an advocate. Any person who says I should not address you as Comrade Governor, he will meet me at the battlefield. our amiable governor made us to understand. Because what we set up at Umuahia, time has elapsed, and as such, we should reaffirm, reconstitute, revalidate any other grammar to add of this. So I will please take note. This information is from the NEC, for the NEC. You are beautiful observers. You will only testify this thing was democratically done among the NEC members. Number 10, I want to propose for your adoption the reaffirmation of Nenadi and Daddy Mokuja as the interim chairman and secretary of, respectively, of Labour Party
and others.
And others. And 20 and others. The working will depend on the secretariat. They will work hand in hand with the BOT. But these are the two captains. And NEC, with the NEC, not BOT, with NEC, they will work hand in hand with us. Nenadi, Usman, and Senator Dani, and others.
At a certain age, you go date to radical.
That will be the secretariat.
And I will feel like no picking fit of anybody wait of saying that picking. Anybody wait of saying that picking.
Observer can observe.
I hereby propose that they should be inaugurated as the interim chairman and secretary. Those in favor say aye.
Did you know?
Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Therefore, having adopted them, item 11 and 12 will be the responsibility of this interim body working hand in hand with the statutory NEC to tidy up to actualize this assignment, and you will be duly informed, involved, and along. So I thank you very much.
I invited the state to Nenadi. His Excellency sent people. Those ones say
Am I a commissioner?
I'm so sorry.
We are against forced labor.
Finished House
As
of
labor.
Nice to put me for state.
He said,
I hear
where are you
and I
between
agree.
state
They are
organs?
two different things.
No, they have
Senator Mokoja is here.
Schedule of,
He has asked.
you know, you are talking of what
But he has not told
congresses,
us
state
we are
congresses, wait.
So we will
Because
call
the
on
state
Senator
chairpersons will facilitate state
Mokoja. Are you with me?
I understand.
Senator.
So that they
Senator.
Yes, 1 minute.
Yes.
They should now constitute.
Yes, the interim will constitute state organs as well. State chairman and secretary.
Yes.
But this is Congress alone, so we add it as they are part of their function.
Move it.
We beat leadership in the states. Fine. We have interim in all the states before Congress. They will assist in Congresses.
Please, for clarity.
No, it's better that they
For clarity.
power it now.
Yes, we give them power to constitute the state organs.
For clarity, this national interim will facilitate
Yes.
the setting up of interim in all the states,
Of the federation.
local government, and wards.
Yes.
Just like the governor said, and we all agree,
Move a motion.
we have one objective.
Move as a motion. Move it as a
Move it
motion.
as a motion.
Okay. No, wait. Too many hands. Let's take them step by step so that there's no confusion.
No, move.
We are only making emphasis on the mandate of the national interim. And we are equally saying they are conferred with the authority to constitute states, local government, and wards with one single objective: to revalidate and register members for world congresses. The importance of don't disturb us, observers. The importance.
He's acting for somebody. We are not the original chairman.
Listen, this is my president. No. If not that he signs my pension,
Go ahead.
I could have too much power. But my pension, I value it. So that is in the lighter mood. Please, the challenge before us to mobilize and register members.
Finish the
Without
motion
membership,
first. Finish
we
the
cannot
you
go
can
to
do the
any
motion and be talking another time. Finish the
It
motion.
is members you use in conducting Congress.
No, it's wrong now. This is
Hereby, I hereby let is the mandate being given to them.
no. This one is move a motion that they should.
They need to the media here. Let us manage it.
Okay. I want to move a motion to the effect that the National Interim Committee should constitute.
The interim national.
You are proposing. You are not moving the motion. Propose.
I'm proposing.
The motion is to the
You
floor.
know, it has been long we left
Law school.
active holding of meetings.
Interim national.
Maybe my current president was in secondary school when we were organizing and presiding over meetings. So that is just in the lighter way. I can't talk to my president anyhow. He's the first citizen of labor. The Interim National Working Committee will be empowered to constitute states this day. I put the proposal for adoption.
In collaboration with NEC.
In collaboration with NEC, I hereby propose for adoption.
Those in favor.
Those in support, say aye.
Aye.
Those against, if I hear a name, I'm going to
Complete it though.
Thank you very much.
Complete it.
Complete it now.
Yeah. No, the name.
Those
I said don't say name, they say name.
this is not
The eyes have it.
Let's manage it today. We were before.
Okay,
So that's why I'm
now, can the senator please do acceptance of the responsibility
On behalf of the
given to you
Interim National
and Esther Nenadi?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Your Excellency, the Governor of Abia State, let me use you to recognize all the members of the NEC and those here present. I want to sincerely thank the NEC and the DOT members here for granting us this opportunity of working for them and for the entire party. I hereby, on behalf of the chairman of the Interim National Working Committee, Senator Nenadi, Esther Usman, accept to work and to deliver according to the mandate you have expressly stated. Thank you and God bless you.
Thank you. We now move to item number 13. Status of labor participation in the forthcoming gubernatorial election in Anambra and the scheduled by-election in various senatorial districts and federal constituencies across the country. May I have the honor to invite our governor to please lead us in this process.
Which one?
Your Excellency, can we have one meeting?
One house. One house.
You can't be making calls while we are holding this meeting. If you need to make calls, please take your phone outside, finish your call, and come back. It is very disrespectful for us to be holding a meeting here, a NEC meeting, and people are making calls. Okay? We don't want to use force. But we can also use force.
If we are compared.
You know, I have an elder statesman here. He's over 80. So,
okay, those are the things.
That's okay. That's okay. All right. Then you can make the call. It's just that you need to step out. All right, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I think the meeting is going well. I've spoken to this, and we, as a party, we believe that two wrongs cannot make a right. And we also don't believe that we should shoot ourselves in the foot. And it is on that basis that we intervened in April to say that the process of the Anambra election should go on. But I know there must be some challenge now, which I believe should be resolved after now. The challenge I see is that there are by-elections that are going to happen any moment from now. The Anambra election is also underway. So, for the by-elections, I believe that INEC, and I believe that INEC should be here, INEC here. I'm sure they are observing this meeting. I believe that INEC may not want to accept candidates from Labour Party. That's my belief. And I think somehow I may be right. But after this meeting, the NEC, statutory NEC, having empowered the Interim National Working Committee, we will issue a communique and write to INEC, just like we wrote to INEC a month before today, on the 18th of July, to say this meeting was going to hold. INEC acknowledged it. So also, I would appeal to distinguished Senator Darlington Mokocha to cause letters to be written to INEC about this meeting, and then about recognition of our candidates for the different runoff or by-elections that will be happening any moment from now. The final word is that even those who may not have been happy with the way primaries were conducted in Anambra, I think we should sink our differences and support the candidate that emerged in the interest of the party. And then on behalf of NEC, I've had a little discussion with our Baba here. We also would like to appeal to all the people who have grievances, including Barrister Abude, to sink their differences and let us work together to make this party a strong and viral party. That is if they like the party. We are not interested in expelling anybody. Even those that have been expelled, they should write letters of apology so that the Interim National Working Committee can record them so that we can work together. That would be my final word. Having said that, Mr. Chairman, I hand over the microphone back to you.
Thank you very much. Which? 14. 14. Yes, and if there's no let's make it open.
Yeah, it's in the.
You cannot say adjournment when you have not read the communique. The communique should be read for adjournment. Hello, NEC members. The NEC members. Following the agenda, we are now on item 14, AOB. So from the NEC table, is there any observation? Anything that was not included in the agenda you feel you will draw our attention? Yes. Okay. Now, in the absence of any AOB, we move to item 17, presentation of NEC communique to the media and the global public. May I crave your indulgence to call on Senator Mokocha to please read Interim. National Secretary of Interim to read out the communique. This communique is mostly for the gentlemen of the press. After the communique has been read, we will give room only to the press for some 2 to 3 questions, which we will respond to. Then you are free to leave us if newsroom is almost closing. Thank you very much. May I call on
Your Excellency, the Executive Governor of Abia State, Governor Alex Chioma Oti. Let me use it to recognize all the members of the NEC, without forgetting the chairman of the BOT and the NEC, other NEC members present. On behalf of the National Chairman, Interim National Committee, and the power conferred on us by the NEC a few minutes ago, I want to read a communique issued at the end of the meeting of the National Executive Council of the Labour Party held on Friday, 18 July 2025 at Transcorp Hilton, Abuja. The National Executive Council, NEC, of the Labour Party met in Abuja on Friday, 18 July 2025 at Transcorp Hilton Hotel. The meeting was duly convened by the statutory NEC members in line with the Labour Party constitution and pursuant to the decision of the Supreme Court of Nigeria delivered on the 4th April 2025 between Senator Nenadi Usman, Labour Party Interim National Caretaker Committee Chairman, presently but formerly the National Caretaker Committee Chairman, versus Labour Party and another suit number XC/CV/56/2025, which confirmed that the tenure of Barrister Julius Abere has ended. The meeting was attended by statutory members of the National Executive Council, the Board of Trustees, BOT, leaders of the Nigerian Labour Congress, NLC, Trade Union Congress, TUC. At the end of the deliberations, the following resolutions were unanimously adopted by NEC and issued as the official communique. 1. Ratification of Interim National Working Committee, INWC. The NEC unanimously ratified and inaugurated the Interim National Working Committee of the Labour Party under the leadership of Senator Nenadi Usman as the Interim National Chairman and Senator Darlington Nwokocha as the Interim National Secretary, among other persons. 2. Approval of the schedule for the party congresses and national convention. The NEC approved the detailed schedule for the conduct of what congresses, local government area congresses, state congresses, zonal congresses, and the National Convention of the Labour Party. The National Secretariat is mandated to publish the guidelines and timelines to ensure transparent and democratic elections at all levels within 3 months. 3. Constitution of Statutory Committees. The NEC approved the constitution of statutory committees to supervise membership, revalidation, and new member registration across the country. These committees shall work with the National Secretariat, state chairmen, and relevant stakeholders to ensure credibility and inclusiveness. The National Secretariat is mandated to publish the list and membership of the committees. 4. Status of Labour Party participation in upcoming elections. The NEC reviewed the status of the party's participation in the forthcoming Anambra gubernatorial election and various schedules by elections in senatorial districts and federal constituencies across the country. The NEC reaffirmed the commitment of the party to fielding credible candidates and directed the Interim National Working Committee to conclude necessary preparations with INEC in line with the Electoral Act 2022. 5. Commitment to internal democracy and party discipline. The NEC reaffirmed its commitment to internal democracy, rule of law, and the supremacy of Labour Party constitution. It warned against any parallel structure or activities inconsistent with these resolutions. 6. Appeal for unity and reconciliation. The NEC urged all stakeholders, members, and supporters of Labour Party to close ranks, eschew divisive tendencies, and work together in the unity to build a strong, people-oriented, and ideologically driven political movement capable of rescuing Nigeria. 7. Call on INEC and security agencies. The NEC called on the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, and all security agencies to discharge their statutory responsibilities impartially and professionally to ensure free, fair, and credible elections in the forthcoming elections. 8. Adoption of NEC communique. The meeting adopted this communique as the official statement of the Labour Party NEC meeting of 18 July 2025 and directed its immediate dissemination to the media, party organs, INEC, and the general public. This was issued this 18th day of July 2025 here in Abuja. Signed, His Excellency Dr. Alex OTOFR, Executive Governor of Abia State, Chief S.O.Z. Ejiofor, Chairman of BOT, His Excellency Engineer Ikechukwu Emeto, Deputy Governor of Abia State, Alhaji Salisu Mohammed, Secretary, BOT, Comrade Joe Ajero, President, NLC, Comrade Emmanuel Obaja Emuena, Secretary, NLC, Comrade Deborah Yusuf, Chairperson, NLC National Woman Leader, Comrade Engineer Festus Osifo, President, Trade Union Congress, PUC, Comrade General N.A. Toro, PhD, Trade Union Congress Secretary, and Senator Nenadi Usman, and talent in work culture as Chairperson, the Interim National Committee and Interim National Secretary. Thank you and God bless you.
Thank you very much, Secretary. That was a beautiful communique, far-reaching decisions, and we want to assure each and every one of us here that we will religiously implement these decisions. As I said earlier, we just give room to 3 questions from gentlemen of the press. Please, you are free to ask your only. Thank you very much.
Giving you Friday, giving you no ask question.
From well to river. Thank you very much. So, no, if she's not a member of the press. Are you a member of the press? Okay, please come. Please come forward.
Microphone, perhaps.
Microphone to her.
Give her microphone.
Your name, the media house you are representing.
Micro.
Come forward. Your name and the media house you are representing.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Kobe Abogari and I work with Channels TV. Now, my question is, this meeting goes back my question now is, your party has seen a lot of defections, in the past year. How are you going to work?
Thank you very much. If you listened attentively, our governor has expressly stated, let any aggrieved individual or group shield his or her own sword, come together, and we all will work together. And if you look at the program, it says revalidation and registration, which means if you were a member of Labour Party 2 million years ago and you are still interested, you can come and revalidate. If you are fresh, you register. That opening gives room for reconciliation and everything. Nobody will expect us to behave like Jehovah's Witness, of going from house to house to say let us reconcile. Appeal has been made from the highest of our body to say, please, all are invited. And with regard to Anambra, he made it abundantly clear. It is parties that goes for election. Let's bury our hatchets and support our candidates. Are you okay? Please come. Come. My bearded one, your own is not white. Solidarity of the bearded. Yours is not white yet.
Thank you so much, sir. My name is Ademola Lawrence from TBC News. So I listened to NLC President when he was speaking, and he said something about the party should go into coalition. I think I remember what he said. So I want to know, now that we have coalitions of people, is the party also are you also trying to fold up to go into the coalition? Secondly, your candidate at the presidential election in 2023 was actually seen at the coalition. So are we seeing a situation where you want to, where the party is also trying to adopt the same style like the PDP, or is this going to stand as it? Labour Party is going to feel the candidates come to the Senate in the election. Thank you.
Sorry, let me.
Okay.
Let him. He responded to my comment. Let me respond.
Well, I think, let me thank you. Labour Party itself as a coalition.
And coalition is not the name of any person or any organization. The fact that we are coming together, and I said earlier, whether farmers, whether traders, whether everybody should come together and do the party. And I only say that whatever step we are going to take, we are going to discuss it here. Labour Party as presently constituted is not in any coalition with anybody, but with itself. So I need to make this clarification so that you understand it. I don't know whether that appears here.
Yeah.
No, you need the microphone.
Are you from the media?
Yes, sir, I am. No, I don't look like one. In the event,
Introduce yourself. Daily Independent.
Daily Independent. We are very much independent. In the event,
your name,
Kingsley Bennett.
Okay.
In the event one is to look for Labour Party.
Remove your hand from
where do we look for Labour Party? Where is the national headquarters?
I think this information at the end of this briefing, or if you look at the headed paper and you see the address there.
Thank you very much. My second question has not been answered. Which is what? Which your presidential candidate was on the coalition?
He has told you, he has answered. He has answered.
Well, let me say this. Any member can go anywhere, either as a visitor, as a guest, as a host. That member, if I go somewhere now, it doesn't mean that it's the Labour Party that went there. You have to distinguish individual from the party. And when after that meeting, he didn't say he has entered into coalition. So I think we need to make this one clear. But I think he's in a better position to speak for himself on that issue. And if he has, and I'm not sure he has only resigned from Labour Party.
No.
Which is what he said. So I think this matter has been addressed even before.
It's okay. Let's end the briefing.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Thank you very much for the question and answers. May we. You will do the vote of thanks. Okay. No, vote of thanks. Yeah. Hello. We want to call on the Secretary of Board of Trustees, Comrade Salisu Mohammed, to, on our behalf, give vote of thanks. After which, from this same high table, we will move a vote of adjournment, and we will have closing prayer.